Good afternoon and welcome to the channel, guys. If this is your first time stopping by, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, maybe share. Also, feel free to check out my other social media. It'll all be down in the description there. This is the Throttle Out 250 YouTube channel, and my name is John. Now, this video is going to be the things that I hate about my 2018 Ford F-350 dually, the Lariat Ultimate Edition. Before we get into this one, guys, I just wanted to say, give an apology for not making a lot of videos over the past couple months here. I've got a couple in and out, but I've been, there's a few reasons. So, one, I've been extremely busy with work, and we all know how that is, because most of us have jobs that we have to go to enjoy life. And not only that, but I've been having issues with my laptop, so I sent it away, got a new hard drive, got it back, and now I'm back in action making videos. Another thing that came up was my dog died. He was, his name was Shiloh. He's in some of my earlier videos, and a few random clips in a few of my other videos when, whenever I had a chance to put him in, I could. And I did. I didn't put him in a lot just because this is mostly the channel. Not many people really give a shit about my dogs. But this is my channel, and I'll do with it what I want. And yeah, he passed away at the age of 11 years old. I believe he was almost turning 12. He had cancer, and he just passed away about 2 months ago. He was a golden retriever. Best dog we've ever owned. I mean, Rocky is an awesome dog. If guys who've been around a while on the channel know, that's my my German Shepherd Husky cross. He's an awesome dog, but it's just we lost Shiloh, and that's it's a pretty big bummer. So that's another big reason why I haven't been making videos. It's just I've been bummed out, and I've just been bummed out. But now we're back making videos. And yeah, we're gonna get into this full force on what I hate about this dually truck. It is fully loaded and I love it, but there are some things that I'm not too fond of, and here they are. The first thing that I don't really like about this truck, and this is because it came from a 2016, my last truck, F-250, deleted, tuned, lifted, all the fun stuff. It was already, I did it all to it, and it was cool, it was fun. But now I got this truck, and it's stock as shit for now. And the DPF, it's always regenning. It's always pouring fuel into it as it's supposed to, for those of you who don't know. Diesel exhaust fluid stinks. It sucks having to fill that up because around my area I don't have any DEF fills at the pumps. It's all jugs and dump it in the little hole. So that sucks. I mean, not that we all don't love little holes or anything like that, but it kind of sucks. It's just the fuel economy. There's no sound. There's no personality to the truck yet. You know what I mean? Like when a truck's got a little bit of personality, it's yours. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. The truck's got none of that yet. It's still stock. All I've really done was the Super Duty vinyl inlays, the Western Canadian Power Stroke stickers, and I got my fifth wheel hitch in. Now I got a scratch on it. That's about it. That's all that's really done to this truck. There's going to be lots coming to it, and eventually it'll have a little bit more personality and be a lot cooler truck. And like, it's an awesome, cool truck now, but you get what I mean. Like, it's not a brodozer. You know what I mean? The next thing that I'm not super fond of with this truck is that there's no place for a VHF radio in the cab. Ford didn't really think that through. There is on the work truck versions, but not the fully loaded trucks. Now, this isn't a Platinum. It's only missing a couple options, and it would be a Platinum, but whatever. Don't really need a Platinum. Don't need this either, but I like this. There's some options on the Platinum that I'm just not too fond of, so that's why I didn't get one. That's explained in a previous video anyhow. Yeah, there's no place for a VHF or a CB radio in this. I do a lot of driving for work, as most of you would know. And it's nice to have that extra form of communication, especially on the long mountain passes where there's no cell service. It can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get a hold of somebody in an emergency. Not that I've had many emergencies, but in the event that I do, I would like some form of communication to the outside world, because in this day and age, not many people will stop and help anymore, unfortunately, which is quite a shame, because I always try to. Another thing is I seem to be always washing this truck. I mean, my last white vehicle was a 2013 Camaro, and that car, it was fairly easy to keep clean that I can recall. I mean, that was quite a few years ago now, but as all I can recall, it was fairly easy to keep clean. I mean, there's just so much more vehicle here, but no, this truck is really hard to keep clean, especially the dually fenders. They almost seem to collect more bugs on the highway than the mirrors or the headlights do, which is quite shocking. But the dually fenders are always covered in bugs. The mirrors in front end, it's always just covered in bugs. I mean, look where I am. Like, I'm in the middle of British Columbia. We're full of fucking bugs here. So I mean, that's a little irritating. It's really hard to keep it clean, but at the end of the day, it is still just a truck, and it is meant to work. That's another thing. I've been doing a lot of hauling on days off for friends and family and just random people and whatever. Anybody who needs help, I've been hauling shit for them. Of course, it's not free, but I have been doing a little bit of hauling legally. You know, been hauling people's campers. They have insurance, I can haul it. I've been hauling like people's vehicles with a flatbed, and you see my one of the videos here, depending on the platform you're on. A Snapchat, just like sneak preview what I've been doing with my spare time. I've been loading up a lot of vehicles and campers and equipment and just shit like that. I would like to get into hot shodding, working on it. But yeah, it's extremely hard to keep this truck clean, and everything on white, everything shows. It's harder to clean sorry, how does this go? With my old truck, it was harder to clean it and keep it clean. This truck, you just see more of the dirt, so it's easier to get it clean, if that makes any sense. With a dark truck, it's harder to get it clean. With this truck, it's easier to get it clean. I know, I'm rambling. I sound like a retard, but that's the gist of it. Now you guys saw how much it costs to fill this truck. $173 from quarter tank. Now, the capacity of the tank is not what bothers me. What really bothers me is how much it fucking costs. Like $1.46-ish for a liter. I mean, it's like $4, almost like $4.30 a gallon for you guys that are down in the States. Like, it's fucking atrocious. Plus, it's a 185 liter tank, so that's about 50 gallons. That's a ton of fucking fuel. I mean, I love the capacity, like I said, because I can go about 3 weeks to a month without having to fill this truck. And that's generally including hauling. I average between hauling and empty about 17 liters per 100 kilometers. But Jesus, does it have to be so damn expensive to fill it? I mean, like I said, it's a truck, but it shouldn't be that expensive to fill it. And I'm just lucky it's good on fuel, and I don't have to fill it up every week like my other truck. I mean, my other truck, I'd be filling it up 3 or 4 times in a trip. This truck, I fill it up when I leave and I fill it up when I get home. That is it. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm really gonna tear into it here. I fucking hate Ford's new mirror design. I fucking hate them. They look nice, they look neat, but you can't see jack shit. The way they taper off the mirror on the bottom side, like the bottom mirror, you know, it's got the top mirror, the bottom mirror, how the bottom mirror is tapered off, and how the top mirror's got the top corner cut off. Why take away the mirror? Why would you take away part of the fucking mirror? I can't see half my trailer on the passenger side. And what I can see on this side is not exactly what I want to see. This side I just see part of my trailer. This side I see not enough. I mean, it's so fucking stupid. Ford, why would you do that? They don't extend far enough. They extend, I measured it, about an inch less than the other mirrors extend. I mean, what kind of fucking bullshit is this for? Sure, the truck's wider, but still, I don't give a fuck. Make the mirrors go up farther. Fuck. End of rant. I mean, it's not a necessity. I don't need it for hauling. It's just something I was so used to, and now that it's gone, it's just a pain in the ass. End of rant now. The backup camera stays on too long. That's one thing I really can't stand. Especially if you're using your navigation, you're in a city you don't know. Click it into reverse. Backup camera comes on. Click it into neutral and into drive. You start driving, and it's a solid 40 seconds before the fucking backup camera turns off, and you need to know where you gotta fucking turn. So what I've been doing is I just click it all the way into park, then into drive. That way the backup camera fucks right off. Like, why not put like a fucking 5-second timer on it after you've backed up? And that's another thing, and it doesn't stay on long enough once you've backed into a stall, because you know when you're backing into a parking stall or something like that, you're using your camera. I mean, before I had trucks with cameras, I never needed a camera before, but it's a convenience item that I've sort of gotten used to. And that's a problem with our generation. We shouldn't need this shit. Can't stand it, but it's convenient, so whatever, don't judge. But like, you're backing up into a fucking stall, and you know when you put it into park and your truck has, or your car, or whatever you drive has a little bit of, a little bit of give, like it rolls one way or the other way, just depending on fucking gravity, basically. And I like to, like, right as soon as you take off your foot off the brake, it rolls a bit. You know what I'm talking about. As soon as you put it into park, the backup camera shuts right off, and it's like, well, fuck, I want to pull up tight to somebody, because this truck's a crew cab long box. I want to pull up as tight as I can without hitting them. I still have enough room, I want that roll room. I want to see how far it's going to roll so I can catch it and hit the brakes if I have to. Nope, just shuts right off. So, I just chance it. Whatever. Fuck it. Sync 3, as great of a system as it is, I do like it. I like how they integrated Apple CarPlay into the system. I really hate that you can't choose backgrounds. Sync 2, no problem. You want a background, get a thumb drive, plug it into the USB, upload your picture, bada bing, bada boom, get your fucking wallpaper on your dash. Ford, nope, you can either have baby blue and a little bit of white, or you can have black. That's it. Blue or black. Blue is daytime, black is nighttime. You can set it, however, I'll give them this. You can set it to stay on night mode or stay onto day mode, whichever one you prefer. I prefer night mode. I prefer the black. I can't stand that baby blue. I don't like it. It clashes so hard with the black interior. Again, not really something that affects the use of the truck. It's just one of those convenience items that I would like to have more options with. Like, why would you take away having wallpapers? Remember when the iPhone or the iPod Touch, you couldn't have a wallpaper, it's just black? I mean, Black was alright. At least it wasn't baby blue. You can have a fucking wallpaper. Like, how stupid was that? And now Ford's doing it with their trucks after we've gotten out of that. Like, come on. Give us a little freedom here. We're not communist. The navigation system. Now, I know that there's another YouTuber out there who has touched on this before, Danger Industries, previously known as KP Danger 1. Shout out, hey buddy, if you're watching. Are you watching? I'll find out. Anyways, the navigation is a piece of shit in this truck. Like, I press the voice button and say, hey, bitch, take me here, and it just can't figure it out. It cannot figure it out. Plug my iPhone in, press a button so it automatically goes, when you plug your iPhone in, goes to CarPlay, and then you have access to all your apps, your text message, all that. I can plug my phone in and it'll automatically default to the maps on my phone that I select. So I can press the voice command and be like, beep, hey bitch, take me here. Okay, here you go. And it draws out the little map. You don't have to touch anything. You say, okay, go, whatever, you know, or you can touch it if you want, doesn't matter. And it takes you there, no problem. But Ford's fucking navigation sucks. Hey bitch, take me here. I'm sorry, what planet are we on? Like, come on, fucking figure your shit out. Fuck. It drives me nuts, especially when my phone's dead or I'm low on data or something like that, because, you know, first world Canada problems. We don't have unlimited data like you lucky American fuckers. So in this truck, you got cup holders in the center console, and then, like, if you got the full console, you got cup holders here, you got fucking cup holders everywhere. But if you got the full console, the cup holders right next to you in the full console, the top piece slides over so you can have extra cup holders in the front, because, you know, us Americans and Canadians, we're a little on the heavier side. We like our frozen and cold and sugary treats. They're not tight, but you slide the thing over. I mean, I know, first world problems, it's still a truck, and it's whatever. You slide it over, and, you know, you need, like, the biggest big gulp you can fucking find, just so that cocksucker will stay tight in there and won't slap around and spill. I know. What a thing to complain about. This truck is taller from the previous, this truck is taller from the previous generation of the 6.7, who I like to call the OG 6.7, and this is the Illumiduty. The Illumiduty is taller than the OG 6.7. The bed is deeper, and that is so fucking annoying for us that haul goosenecks and fifth wheels. Like, fucking come on. I want my truck to look sweet. I want to do a fuck ton of stuff to it. But if I go up at all with my truck, my trailer right now sits like just a little bit up. You know what I mean? It'll sit like that. You know what I mean? And then when I go off-road with it, it's going to twist, because, you know, the fifth wheel's got articulation, and it'll smack my bedside. Like, fuck, come on, Ford. Why does it have to be such a deeper bedside? Really, 1.5 inches? How much more cargo space does that really give you for stuff you can stack up tall? Not a fucking lot. Like, leave it the way it was. It was fine. Just a little fuck. Again, first world problems. But taller, like, why does it all have to be taller? Why does it... Sure, it's cool. It looks sweet. It's great. It's taller. It's bigger. It's wider. It's awesome. But why take away, like, hauling is, you know, something that these trucks are built for, and they don't take into consideration some of the older trailers out there. Even a lot of the newer trailers aren't built for this extra added height. Like, Chevy and Dodge are the same fucking height for how long? Now Ford goes and makes their trucks bigger. All the RV and gooseneck manufacturers aren't just gonna make their trailers different just for Ford. Like, come on, think about it a little bit. This is fucking stupid. Fuck, drives me nuts. I mean, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna level this truck. I'm gonna toss some wheels and tires on. It's gonna look like fucking sex down the highway. It's gonna be sweet. But I'm also gonna have to toss a subframe in my trailer and toss on bigger fucking tires just so it'll haul nicely. I mean, come on. This is a quick one. Factory wheels and tires look like shit. Done. Said it. The only time they look good is with 35s. Other than that, they look like shit. Why put 35s on factory fucking tires? Or why put 35s on factory fucking rims? I mean, I'm going to put bigger tires on the factory rims for winter time, so when I get nice rims, I don't ruin them in the winter time, because Canada, you know, it's like a blizzard every fucking day here. I mean, not right now, because it's 38 fucking degrees out. So I got a Slurpee. It's not very good. But yeah, factory rims and tires look like shit. This is more of a personal thing that I do, that I hate about having a bigger truck. I seem to collect a lot more garbage in the bed of the truck, as you guys will have seen. My bad. This is kind of a big one. I won't get on it too long because we are pretty, you know, this is a long video now. But the factory tailgate sometimes goes down on its own. I don't know why. It's got a push button. So there's a push button on the tailgate itself. There's a push button in the truck. And there's a push button on the fob. And for the tailgate to come down, you have to hit the unlock button and be going either in reverse or forward or neutral or parked very slowly. I mean, obviously if you're parked, you're not moving, so it's pretty fucking slow, but if you're moving, you have to be going slow for the automatic tailgate to work. Sometimes I've noticed I'll get home and my automatic tailgate from the push button or whatever is already down, and there's not a thing in my dash that I've seen that warns me that my tailgate's down while I'm driving. I mean, that should be a standard safety feature. You got an automatic gate, put a fucking warning inside the truck. It would just make sense. But yeah, there's been a couple times where the tailgate has gone down on its own. That's kind of a big one for it. That's something you should fucking deal with. This one I'm gonna get shit for. This is extremely first world problem-y. The heated seats and cooled seats are really loud. I know, it's a truck. It's going to be straight pipe soon. That's going to be loud. But the heated seats are loud. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I mean, it's not that I really don't like it. It's just, I don't really like that. Also, the climate control itself, the heat, the cool, it's extremely loud. It sounds like you got no music on, trucks just idling, you're just going down the highway. You got anything on, even low setting, it sounds like white noise static from those old fucking tube TVs. You know what I mean? Like when you plug it in, there's no signal. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I don't like it. First world problems. Give me shit. I deserve it. Now, a lot of the people with 2017 trucks were complaining that where the dash meets the center console, right in here, it touches and it squeaks and it rubs. A lot of guys complain about that, so Ford had a fix for it on the Job 2s. They put tape there, and it looks really fucking ugly. It literally looks like there was some sort of plastic cover, and they just tore it off and left it. I mean, come on guys, $100,000 truck, Canadian. You Americans don't get upset, it's like $60K down there, some bullshit. Fuck you guys. I wish we had your prices. Yeah, it looks like shit. First world problems, whatever. Last but not least, my passenger rear door rattles a little bit. I've got nothing to add. My other truck rattled too. Cool. Thanks guys. I appreciate you watching. If you've made it this far, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Maybe share the shit out of this. Check out my other social media. And as per usual, when you're in doubt, don't forget to throttle out. We'll catch you all in the next one.